Hey everyone, welcome back. Well, let's see what kind of psychological torture Jeranism wants to impose upon us today.
Welcome to reality.
Well, look at that. He still hasn't figured out that open your mind, there's truth inside makes no sense. Hopefully he'll figure that out soon and I can stop talking about it. Since Jeranism wasted a fair amount of time in his video, going on and on about they and conspiracy and blah blah blah, and since I see no reason to subject you to that, I've just taken screenshots, and hopefully that will give you the idea of the first wasted chunk of his video. Well, yes, for the most part, we all were taught that we live on a globe, and that we are held to that globe by gravity. And the reason we were taught that is because it's accurate. But you do get answers, quite logical ones, from many sources. You just deny them. And you wonder why you're ridiculed and mocked. Alright, that's enough of that type of thing. Jeranism now moves on to actually making some assertions. Yes, that's really what's going on. I know I'm going to regret this, but I wonder what you have to say on the topic. I'd be very interested to see some of this evidence.
We are in a special place. I do believe that.
Wait a minute. Was that who I think it was? Was that Ken Ham? Ken freaking Ham? And look, he said just what you needed him to say. That we're in a special place. So I know how the flat earth community needs to feel that they are the center of the known universe. That is a correct statement. What's your point? View can also be blocked by a seagull fluttering in front of your eyes. That is the exception. The rule, however, is that boats and land will begin to disappear bottom first when they pass the visible horizon. Visible horizon is determined by distance and the observer's height above sea level. I'm pretty sure this graphic will be of no use to you whatsoever, since earlier on you stated that equations terrify you, even when they accurately represent the real world. Here we go. Maybe this is a little more your speed. I know you're familiar with the web-based calculators. You were seen to be using one over on Reds Rhetoric channel. You know, the video where you're publicly humiliated because you know absolutely nothing about the topics that you yourself are presenting. Links in description in case you're too stupid to find it on your own. Of course, even after using one of these, you still have to account for refraction, which is dependent on both water and air temperature. And, oh my, no, forget that. There's those pesky equations again. You already mentioned you were terrified of those. Forget I even said anything. No, it did not. And I assume you're going to be making a false equivocation between that and objects that are obscured by the horizon. You're trying to imply that because in this particular case, the land is not obscured by being past the visible horizon, that in no case can land be obscured because it is past the visible horizon. Oddly enough, yes. Someone coming up from behind a hill or walking away from you down a hill is a perfect analogy for something crossing over the visible horizon. I'm guessing it was not your intent to give such a perfect metaphor for why ships disappear bottom first when they cross the horizon. Unless you're asserting this is a flying bridge out on the water without a boat under it, you picked the wrong video to make your point in this case. The entire hull of the boat is not visible. This is taking into account the reflection issues you brought up in one of your other pointless videos. Sorry, none of this can be taken as truth, because as always, you have failed to provide any compelling evidence. Or evidence, for that matter. Believe it or not, this little gem comes from Jeranism himself. Of course, when he says do the research, what he means is sit around home and watch YouTube videos. If you have any intellectual honesty whatsoever, you will not do that. You will purchase or borrow a telescope and visit a large body of water. Observe a ship moving away from you. You only have to do this once, and you will no longer be susceptible to Jeranism's bullshit.